Pay attention.
Peace,
You
peace,
gotta do it. You
peace.
gotta do it this way.
Hey, look, that's listen for just in case y'all don't know why I do that, right? Like, listen, you know how uh everybody does the peace sign like this, right? With the two fingers apart. Hold on, okay, with the two fingers apart. Everybody do the peace sign like that. That is not the true peace sign. That is the peace sign that comes from the Europeans, right? And this is not about color, but we all know who conquered and took over stuff. So this is their peace sign symbolizing them separating us. This is us. The two fingers is us as a people, right? They separated us. So that's how the peace sign is now, right? But anciently, the true peace sign is the fingers together,
This guy
representing,
knows his shit.
you feel me? Representing unity. You know what I'm saying? So that's the true peace sign, man.
Learn something new
True
every day.
peace sign. Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
But yes, listen. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. We back at you, Hood Academy. You know what I'm saying? We had to present another episode of Manifesto here tonight. And we got some very deep topics. You know what I'm saying? Some things we gonna get into. And I'm glad that I got my brothers on here with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I do want to get y'all opinion about things. And I said I had certain notes that I wanted to go over, and I'm gonna definitely mention them because they're very important. But we gonna go off script though, because it just popped in my mind a very important matter that just transpired not too long ago, and I want to get y'all opinion on it. Because y'all should already know my stance point on it when I bring it up. But I'm trying to think. I think his name is Timothy something. Timothy Timothy something.
I know.
Um
I know what you're talking about the guy who got killed by his girlfriend, right?
well hold on. That might be a separate situation.
Oh
So
well.
it might not be Timothy. But what the my man name that just got locked up for killing the police. I think he ran over the police because the police had killed his son
Yeah,
prior to.
I know you're talking about that dude. Somebody junior, something like that, or something like that. Like it's
Yeah, I can't remember God name, and I apologize for that. Um, I be aware of certain things, but I try not to give my energy to certain things that is just like, what can we do? It's nothing we can do. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation was just out of control. But I want to touch on it because I want to ask y'all opinion on it. Like, what do y'all think about that case? Because I've seen a lot of people uh who basically, certain people was like 50-50 with it. Certain people supported it and said they would have did the same thing. And then other people said that basically bro was a crash out and that he was stupid for doing that and he threw away his life. So before I give my stance point on it, how do y'all feel about that? What's y'all side of this of that whole stand, like that whole thing?
I be honest with you, I can't give an opinion because I ain't never heard of it. Like I ain't never heard about the situation or anything.
you have, you have. The situation that you're talking about is okay. So the police killed this man's son, and what he did was he turned around and he didn't kill the police officer that killed his son. He killed the retired police officer by running him over. So
Yeah,
and if we can't say killed, okay, so he clipped a police officer that didn't. It wasn't a police officer that was tied to the situation. It was just a police officer. So My stance on it is, if I can speak so candidly, my stance on it is, bro, I can't stand with you. I can't stand with you, and as crazy as it sounds, I can't stand with you off the strength of what you did. It's like, yeah, they took one of ours, but instead of you sharpening your sword and making a decisive move, you just made a, you know what I mean? You just made a I don't want to say a dumb move. You made a move that wasn't calculated. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you know, there's a reason why murder and premeditated murder are treated differently. And that's because one, there, you know, you got to find the motive behind it. The other one, it just fucking happens. So, you know, he didn't do a preemptive strike. He didn't do a decisive. He didn't do a decisive blow. What he did was he seen an opportunity and he took it. And we all know, you know, you're not supposed to eat low hanging fruit. You know, low hanging fruit is the worst fruit to eat. But he chose to eat low hanging fruit. You know, you could have went by the justice system. And to anybody that'll watch this and be like, what do you mean go by the justice system? Like, before you check off all boxes before you take it into your own hands. So you build, you build your own case. So when they go back and look at it, I tried it your way. You know what I mean? Like, we can always respect, whether it's and they call them villains all the time, but we can always respect somebody who say, I tried it your way and I got fucked. How many times do I got to get fucked before I'll be the one to start doing the fucking? You know what I mean? Like, let's be completely honest here. You know, how many times must I get slapped in the face before I turn around and slap the shit out of you? Like, you know, you only got two cheeks to turn, and whether it's the top cheeks or the bottom cheeks, you're gonna feel that motherfucker across your ass or across your face, and both of them are disrespectful in any way. So I'm like, what he did was make a statement, and yeah, I see that, you know, you staying strong, and I respect him for committing to it, because in court he wasn't remorseful. If anything,
No, bro. Stop.
he was even more adamant about what he did. And you know, anybody who understands, you know, the situation could be like, yeah, I understand why you did it, but it's the whole fact of the matter of how you did it that fucked up. You know what I mean? That's more fucked up than anything, because yeah, they took your son, but you didn't go after the ones that took your son. You went and did something to somebody who
probably a defenseless man. No
he
offense.
he was a retired crossing guard. Like he wasn't one of them. He wasn't one of them. Like, and I'm not saying that this man didn't have any wrongs or whatever, but
he probably had no wrongs that was against that man.
Yeah. So, you know, when you lashed out against somebody innocent. So now, you know, you have not only tarnished your son's memory, but now forever and forevermore, when they think about your son, they're gonna think about this cop that you killed. They're gonna talk about this cop that you killed. So now you're not gonna escape it. You're not gonna escape it. And that's, you know, that's the curse of a vengeful heart. You know, the heart beats for vengeance. It don't beat because it needs to live no more. So it's dead, really. It's just beating for something that is never gonna happen.
That's deep, brother. I like that.
That's
like that.
That's my stance on it. My other
So,
stance.
okay, Sensei. Oh, well, no, go ahead, brother.
My other stance is karma. Karma.
Mm.
Karma.
Well, on whose side? On whose side?
That's crazy. I'm about to say it could be the crossing guards. You went your whole life protecting and serving, and you get taken out by somebody you probably could have protected and served. Because clearly y'all stayed in the same area. You could have probably, you know, talked to him or whatever, or, you know, because it's certain things that we don't think about. It's certain things that'll plague your mind and come back to fuck you up. You know, they say, you know, like how they say it. If you don't, you know, if you have the opportunity to save somebody, and they like, you be like, it's not gonna always be right in your face to save them. The person you need to save could be in your face or could be passing you by every day, but because you haven't taken that chance to extend that olive branch to connect with them or to try to understand them, they're walking their own demise, and you have all the tools to pretty much, to back them up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're a retired cop in the community, I damn sure know that you got some say so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. He still got them resources
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So and this is what I mean about a vengeful heart. He could have linked that dad could have linked up with that retired cop and came up with a campaign for his son.
Mm.
So when they
Nah, for real.
think about a stronger statement here. You could have easily and I'm not saying shake hands with your son's murderer, but what I'm saying is you could have easily in the world, I want a world press conference, and I want to sit down. I'm not going to court about this shit, none of that. And I want to sit down and ask, what did my son do that required you to take his life in the manner that you did?
In real life, shit like that not gonna happen. Though.
But it's not. It's not. But it's not that. It goes back to what I said about checking off these boxes, because I'm going to choose peace because once I choose war, that means that there is no other option for peace. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People be so quick to pick up war, but let's be completely honest. War starts with words, casualties happen, then war ends with words. If you take them casualties out the middle, you're going to end up with a conversation. We got to choose. If you choose peace now, when it's time to go to war, there's nothing that's going to stop you, and there's nothing that's going to make you see the other side. That's why, like I said, you can respect somebody who say, I did it y'all way and it didn't work. So now I'm about to do it my way, and I don't give a fuck how it ends up for y'all.
Yeah. Hey. I listen. I love that answer, brother. I love that answer because it's gonna kind of correlate to what I'm gonna say. But before I go in on it though, since like you say you're not that really that much familiar with the situation, so let me ask you: would you, in that situation of, and we're gonna speak hypothetically because you know what I'm saying, words have power, and regardless whether you're speaking hypothetical or in a jokingly manner or not, you should always watch what you say, especially pertaining to yourself, your family, anything that you care about. You don't never want to speak in a negative manner. So, I'm not gonna say you, right? But put you, Keith Sensei, put you as whatever old buddy name is. And I apologize that I forgot his name, because I've seen the story plenty of times, but put yourself in his shoes, basically. If that situation had happened to you and you were him, how would you handle it? How do you think you would handle it? Because nobody, that's you lost your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he lost his kid. That's nothing you could ever prepare for. So how do you think you would have handled that situation if you were him?
I ain't gonna flex though. I probably would have crashed out. Not even crashed out though. I probably would have been numb to the fact because it would have been basically in the middle. Like, do I want to go find the officer who did this and take the officer out, or do I just want to, like Tay said, do I just want to play this shit by ear? Am I going to go to the sheriff department, and if I got to stay there and camp out all night? I don't know what they did with the police officer, but something has to be done. I don't care if y'all he need to be suspended without pay. He need to go to jail because, like I said, I don't know the situation that went on. I don't know if what the kid was doing to have that effect to get killed by, because nobody should be get killed by a cop. But what was the situation that was going on?
Right.
Now, if it was Rufus or something like that, then I have a problem. Like I said, then this is between me and the police station, because obviously y'all not training y'all people right. And then, like basically they said, I'm gonna push that shit as far as I can push it. And then if I feel like I just done nothing but a slap on the wrist or do some shit like that, then guess what? Like they said, I'm gonna have to handle it my own way.
Rodney Hilton Jr.
There you go. That's his name, Rodney.
Rodney Hilton Jr. Rodney Hinton Jr. I'm sorry. His son was
Okay.
shot by police. Uh,
And I already know the question. I already know the answer to this. But did the teenager have a weapon on them or anything close that could resemble a weapon? Like, does it say anything about that?
this is.
I know he didn't,
No.
but
I got it right here. I got it right here. Sources are from CNN, by the way. Am I breaking up?
No.
no, we hear you.
Okay, sources is by CNN, by the way. So, it says Cincinnati police shot and killed Rodney Hilton Jr.'s son. Police said 18-year-old Ryan Hilton was one of 4 men who were fleeing after officers found them in a stolen car, and that he was armed when he ran.
Mm. Okay. So my next question after that would be, okay, well, being armed is one thing, but was the gun pulled out in a threatful manner? You know what I'm saying? Like,
To me,
because
in
we don't even
situations,
need a permit to carry a gun no more or
yeah,
to conceal it. So
in situations like that, I feel like the police need to go through all channels because I don't feel like just because somebody has a gun, you gotta lay the. If somebody's pointing a gun at you or some shit like that, you gotta shoot to kill. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
I hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it, but I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that because let's be completely honest about all this. Let's be completely honest about all this in a manner that we can all relate to, which is which is in a manner that we can all relate to, which is I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I was saying, in a manner that let's put this in a manner that we can all relate to. You know, we've had young men call themselves YNs or you know what I mean, all this stuff. So they be armed. They do some outlandish shit. And what I'm and this is and it's gonna sound crazy to say, but you'll be a goddamn fool not to proceed with caution with them niggas, man. You know, it's not
yeah,
and because they're lost souls. And I'm not saying all kids are YNs, but what I'm saying is you in that moment in time, they already stole a car. You know they got guns. First things first, you're not going to sit here and tell me, and I don't in no shape, form, or fashion would I even let you sit here and tell me that you wouldn't proceed with extreme caution or you wouldn't proceed with ill not with ill intent but with lethal intent in mind because your job is to make it back home to your family. You get what I'm saying?
And that's true.
So
And that's true. And that's go ahead.
so that's why I'm saying like you do I agree that they need some type of psychiatric training for not to measure a situation. Yes, I agree, but in this situation, not to mention these people are from Chicago. Let's start there. Let's start there. You know how niggas get down in the rack. You get what I'm saying? So once again, I say your job is to make it back home to your family.
And let's be real, y'all. Somebody point a gun at us, or like, and I don't even want to paint that narrative of the situation if it didn't happen like that. But just to go along with the topic though at hand, um, if you know someone has a gun on them, and okay, we're not police officers, but let's just say we get into an altercation or whatever. We know this person has a gun on them. If they pull that gun out and you got a gun on you, or if they was to point that gun at you or act like they about to do anything, listen, I know me, I'm gonna put your ass down. I mean, maybe depending on who you are, maybe a leg shot, maybe, depending on who you are. But regardless, it don't matter who you are, because if it got to that point of you pulling a gun out on me, you're no longer whatever that relationship is. So now, like Tay said, it's about making it home. So, and fuck making it home, it's about not getting hurt. Period.
I mean, that's
So
true. That's true
I'm gonna
too.
put your ass down. You know what
See,
I'm saying? Whatever happens, hey,
If
it's in
both
the higher power hands now. You feel me?
if both
But
sides if both sides trying to make it home, bro, I'm like this. If both sides trying to make it home, you're gonna have to proceed with caution.
I'm
Let's
not
do
saying you can't
yeah,
proceed with caution though, but the first thing got to be a couple of shots. Try to shoot him in the head and knock him out. Like I said, I'm different though. Like with some situations, I feel like popping the motherfucker in the leg or the thigh, they're gonna feel that shit and drop.
yeah.
Then
and then
And
and
they
then
got non-lethal weapons.
no,
Like of course the taser and stuff, but you know,
I don't get too fucks about no taser. If I shoot you in the leg with a gun, I'm shooting you with a gun. Bullet to bullet, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg with a gun. As you fall out, approach you hurt. Ain't no nigga gonna take a shot and be like, oh well, I'm good. I can still run for miles. No, I don't feel like you can do that with a police gun. So then we can go ahead and arrest you and figure out, okay, this motherfucker was what was going on.
okay, so
yeah,
this is the scenario that I'm going to paint for you, and it's called. I mean, it's not even a scenario. It's a real thing. It's a wounded animal syndrome. In other words, when an animal is wounded, they're going to fight even harder. So if you pop somebody in the leg and they get a chance to post up, nigga, they're going to pull that gun and say, this motherfucker's trying to kill me. He's not playing with me.
fact.
I can't play with him, so I'm going to kill him first before he kills me. So by you discharging that weapon, by you going in trying to gauge how dangerous he is, he already deemed you a very, very extreme threat because you already done caused me harm. So now I know that you're willing to kill me. So now I have to kill you. So while you're about to walk up on him or call for backup or whatever, he's about to start dumping. If not, he's probably going to end up hurting himself in the end. So now you're going to end up with a dead body that there was no escape from. Like I can understand if you said you're gonna shoot him in the leg and then tase him, cool. But no, you're saying shoot him in the leg and oh the pain's hurt, nigga. I've seen you in pain and you ain't give up. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I understand that, but
I ain't feel that heat. I ain't feel that heat too much. I felt that heat too much.
I understand all that, but at the end of the day, if you get popped or whatever, you played Call of Duty before, and it's called a last stand. Niggas is willing to make a last stand, and they will take whoever the fuck they got to take out for that last stand. So popping them in the leg, popping them in the shoulder ain't gonna do it. Nigga, I got shot in the shoulder, but I killed that fucking cop.
Facts. Cause you know what they say, like, listen, when you even take that approach to even stand against the police, you gotta know, my nigga, you know, you gonna get touched in some type way, and it's probably not gonna end well for you. You know what I'm saying? More than likely,
you're playing for keeps. You're playing for keeps. Me personally, I'm this type of nigga, man. If you Batman got the right idea about certain shit. You know what I mean? You know, if you got a young kid and they in the car, nigga, pull out some sleep gas and throw it in the car. You get what I'm saying? If he got asthma, so fucking what? But as far as like walking up on, like nigga, you're not gonna. First thing you're gonna try to do once you inhale that sleep gas, you're gonna knock the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas.
Yeah, it's over.
I really feel like our justice system to combat criminals needs to be revised. I don't think that it needs to be just straight knock them off the senses. You get what I'm saying? I think it needs to be.
So can I tell y'all? Okay, boom. Listen, can I tell y'all what that's about? Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all. Listen, and I had posted this on Facebook one time, and I think a lot of people, they overlooked it and wasn't really understanding, because you don't want to see, like, again, I say this all the time, you do not want to, words have power, y'all. So when I say understand and overstand, that's not just so I can look cool and act like I'm so enlightened. No, words have power. Wayne said it, and I think it was that 6 foot, 7 foot song. He said, "I think you stand under me if you don't understand me." Right.
Right.
So, and he may not even understood what he was saying. He was just playing with the words, right? But listen, words have power. So, like how I said, you need to always speak highly of self. You don't want to stand under anything. This English language that we speak today is full of trickery. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we have a bunch of words that are spelled differently, but they sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Because energetically, they're all the same words. But regardless, though, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. I just wanted to say that, right? But staying on topic, though, I posted on my on Facebook that listen, the slave catchers back in the day wore badges, right?
Yeah, the 6 point stars.
Exactly, right? So if you look at a if you look at a sheriff's badge, you get like a police officer, a sheriff, highway patrol, nigga, all those, all that's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They got military police. All that shit is oppression. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But the sheriff's badge is the exact same way as the slave catcher's badge. But the only thing they did, right, is still the 6 point star, it's still all that, but instead of slave patrol, they wrote Southern Pines Police Department or sheriff or you know what I'm saying, highway patrol, whatever, right? But the badge and the energy behind the badge is still the same thing, right? So this is why they teach them in academy. They train them to shoot to kill. Now we can get technological and say, oh well, you know, if somebody got a gun, like how I just said, if somebody is threatening my life with a gun, I'm not going to take light of that. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to protect myself. So we get that, right? It do be some people out here wilding, doing dumb stuff, and fuck around and get their ass shot. That is not on the police. You know what I'm saying? They did whatever they did and it happened how it happened, right? But I'm talking about why this system has even been created in the first place. You have to go back to the origin. They were created as patrolmen for runaway slaves. That is where the idea of police officers come from, where they patrol the fucking streets to make sure that us so-called civilians stay in compliance of this law and this constitution that was written while we and our ancestors were in shackles. Okay, none of these rules have changed up since that time. So therefore the energy has never changed. It's always been to keep us in compliance of their rules. And when we are not in compliance of their rules, what do? They take our ass to jail or they fine us and make us pay a certain amount of money. And whole time that we in jail, they're getting a certain amount of money off each inmate to be in jail. All this money goes to the state. It's a whole money scandal. It's a whole money scandal.
So let me
But it's specifically targeted against us though.
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. When should black people stop saying like we've known the game been unfair for hundreds of years. We know the game has been unfair. And yet to some fucking degree, we still ain't got it figured out. So what I'm saying is, like you said, understanding why should we care about black people as a collective? Every black person don't fucking matter. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. Every black person don't fucking matter. I'm not about to sit here and fake the funk on that, because there are some niggas out here who are just downright fucking scumbags. But we're like, if we're supposed to be saving, or black people supposed to be united or whatever, it's like and we see it all the time. It be niggas out here who's doing full blown dirt. They get killed, and now everybody want to be nice with these niggas, or everybody got something sweet to say about them. But nobody played intervention. Nobody played guardianship. Nobody played guiding counsel. So when they met their demise came off of the backs of not trying to do right. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, bro, it's at this point, we know that the game is stacked against us. Everybody, you got to be, how they say it, you got to be twice as good to be seen, to be halfway decent to them. We understand that shit. It shows in your work ethic, all that shit. But we can't. But we can't, as a whole, turn around and say that all black folks matter across the board. That's not true, bro. That's why I said some people got to be left behind. You know what I mean? Like, even if we got to come up with a black council, and I me personally, I feel like we do need a black council. I'm not talking about them fake ass. I'm not talking about them fake ass black people who what's the tall,
the NAACP.
Yeah,
all them house Negroes.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like a real council, like, and they need to have it for each fucking state. You know what I mean? Think about it. You got governors for each fucking state. These governors ain't even fucking black.
Well, I mean, it's some.
No. When I say black, I'm talking about the culture black. I'm not talking about, oh well, my mama went to Spelman, and my dad went to Brown. Nigga, no. What I'm talking about is you need to have real niggas up there. You need to have the everyday mechanic that had that mechanic shop for 32 years and seen that every summer the police harasses this whole department, and he gotta shut his shit down early. You get what I'm saying? We need to have real fucking mothers and shit up there. I'm not talking about these ass shaking mothers either. I'm talking about these real mothers. Like, you need to have mothers who work 14 hours just to make sure her son stay the fuck off the streets. You get what I'm saying? Mothers, or dads who work 15, 16 hours because they trying to make shit happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that we've lost touch with the grand design. It's just the fact that, nigga, what is the grand design? The grand design is what? Stability? We can't say it's really stability, because even when it comes to black folk, hell, we can make stability and struggle and make that shit coexist.
Yeah.
So what is the grand design for black people? And can everybody agree that this is the grand design? For those who cannot agree, we have to get rid of them, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
So no, I'm not about to preach. I'm not about to preach pro unity. I'm about to preach pro progression, because some niggas just not going to progress. You know what I mean? I seen a video. I posted a video on my social media. It was a kindergarten's graduation, and you got these dumbass people out here fighting at a graduation. Those are people.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Those are people that you can't bring them along. They're not going to be brought up. You said something before we started recording. About vibrations, bro. You can't make somebody elevate their vibration. The only thing you can do is put space between y'all. You get what I'm saying? And for anybody who's like, oh well, you an uppity nigga. No, it's not about me being an uppity nigga. It's the fact that, my nigga, I get out here and I fucking work for mine.
You're a progressive nigga, bro. That's what
I get out here and I work for mine. I'm wrong. You know what I mean? And it goes even down to females. You're not about to play me about having a 9-to-5 job, but you out here struggling with having two drug dealer baby daddies. You got 2 drug dealer baby daddies and you out here struggling. But I ain't shit because I don't sell drugs. That's a low vibrational mindset. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's females that'll tell you if you don't carry a gun and drugs in your car, they don't want to look at you. There's females that'll tell you, and people may say, oh, well, it might be the young girls. No, it's older females too. Older females too.
Yeah. I know some.
It's
I know some.
too. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the grand design? If a great grand design to get behind, is, my nigga, elevate your woman first. Elevate your woman first. Stop praising these females out here who just shake their ass. Stop praising these females out here who just want to fucking get money. No, nigga, no. I'm not saying go back to the old days because women weren't respected. But what I'm saying is now that they have now that there's a freedom now. There's a certain freedom that and confidence that needs to be structured. There's no reason why, and I'm being so serious when I say this. There's no reason why I go in Walmart and I see 6 grown-ass women with kids, and y'all got y'all ass hanging out. Your whole ass out. But if I tell you, look, man, I got kids in here. What? You worry about what you so angry for? What are you angry for?
Because they feel like you're telling them what to do.
It's not me telling you, but that's
but my thing is motherfuckers can't take criticism because they feel like you telling them what to do. You're not telling them what to do. You're saying, hey, have a little bit more respect for yourself. There's kids in here. There's a lot of people in here.
And you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And guess what they're going? And when they turn around and say, "Well, I got respect for myself," shit, I pop my pussy. I go out here. You know what I mean? Right then and there, those are the type of people you got to cut off. It's not my job to bring you up. It's my job to find certain people. You know what? It's funny how black people love to say we are the chosen ones. But who the fuck has been chosen? Not a motherfucking soul. Sometimes you got to choose a motherfucker, right? A husband finds a wife, right?
Yeah.
Type shit. So let's keep that honest. And then on top of that, we got all these fucking crazy ass kids out here. My nigga belt the ass. And I'm not just talking about the proverbial. I'm not talking about the proverbial whooping ass with a belt. No. Because that's even slave trades. No, what I'm talking about is sometimes you got to make a kid feel dumb to show them how smart they are. You got to make a kid feel fucking dumb. My nigga, if you can go out here and sell 8 grams of weed and sell and do all this shit, my nigga, you're an entrepreneur. If you can go out here and scam on these, computers, my nigga, why don't you start your own cybersecurity firm?
Right. Nah, that's the fact.
My nigga, if you can go out here and make edibles, my nigga, why don't you go ahead and start a catering business? You see what I'm saying? We got the tools. We got the tools to make to make something beautiful. That's why, like I said, life experiences and life tools. You're either going to build your destruction, or you're going to build you're going to build what's the big shit that is called? You're going to build your destruction, or you're going to build your peace. Niggas just choose they choose the fast route because it's been so hard to wait for shit. My nigga, that's why you got stop choosing the fast route. That's how you find out. That's the common point that all black people need to meet with. Stop choosing the fast route. There's no fucking shame in building your shit brick by brick, because that means you understand every piece of what you have built. But when you start looking to try to fast track shit, my nigga, certain shit gets left over. Then the people that's got to clean up behind you, your mother or whatever. Now you done sold drugs. Now you done got shot. Now you done got killed. Now your mama got to bury you. Where's she gonna get the money from? They seized all your money when they shot and killed your stupid ass.
Right. That's why they call it trapping, man. It's literally a trap.
It goes to what I said. Some people have to be left behind, and if you don't want to be left behind, you got to get with the fucking program. Get with the fucking program, nigga. Why the fuck are you 30 years old? Why the fuck are you 30 years old still out here trying to be Mr. It guy? My nigga, go be a father. You got 4 kids out here. You only choosing to stick with the one that you think you choosing to do for the kid that has the quote unquote cute mama.
Which is crazy.
Now your kids want to fucking kill each other because they're like, well, daddy was with you more than he was with me.
Right.
You see what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
I see that in real time too.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Uh,
like man, you hear it so many times, and that shit break my heart, man. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my brother. My brother knows for sure. There ain't shit I wouldn't do for him. He gonna hear my mouth about it, but there ain't shit I wouldn't do for you. But you're not. But these kids are not being raised like that, and that's because the fucking mothers, the mothers want to be their fucking friends. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Elevate our. We got as men, we got to elevate our women before because our women's gonna give birth to the next generation. If you instill a true fucking appreciation for your woman when she gives birth to something that's of yours, she's going to love that thing and raise that thing the way you want it to, because that love that you showed her is going to carry over to that child. So that's what I'm saying. These low vibrational fucking mothers who wanna sit and twerk ass with they fucking kids, nigga, that shit makes me so fucking mad when I see that little baby out there square dancing in front of all them grown people popping her hip.
yeah, man.
Like, bro, it's not cute. It's not cute, bro. It's not cute. We got to restructure ourselves. Not every nigga need to sell drugs. Not every woman need to show ass.
I mean, shit. Honestly, bro, none of that shit. Listen, all that shit, and I like. I know y'all be like, you know what I'm saying, like getting on me, like, damn, TPG, you know what I'm saying, you be thinking too deep. Everything ain't that deep, but it's like it is though, right? Because listen, all this shit is social engineering. Um, all everything, bro. Every thought, every decision, every action is damn near premeditated. Is they put all types of shit around us, to influence our thoughts, right? So like a lot of people think that because we're not in physical shackles that we're not slaves no more, right? But whole time, uh, I think the word and do not quote me on this. Do not quote me on this. But I think the word emancipate means to free from your hand, right? So what does that mean? That means that instead of us being in physical shackles where you can see the slavery, my nigga, they freed us from the physical shit. They freed us from the, you know what I'm saying, whipping us and beating our ass and all that other shit, right? They freed us from their hand, but now they control the mind, G. We are mentally enslaved, right? And
Okay.
then whole time
Okay.
we
Hold
was
on.
thinking,
Hold on.
okay,
Okay. So you're saying we're mentally enslaved. I get that part. I can understand why you would say that. But here's my change to you. Or here's my quid pro quo to you. So why don't we unshackle ourselves mentally? And before anybody bring up the Black Wall Street or we tried and stuff like that, no. Once again, everything that we have talked about all has one true down point that I've been reaching for, and that is, bro. Once you have tried all means of peace, it's time for war, right?
mm, I
So,
definitely agree.
so if you're trying to, and this is something that I learned from my brother. Not everybody deserves the good shit from you. Nobody told you was going to have a great life, but that does not mean you can't have an impactful life. You get what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because I'm pretty sure Martin Luther King wouldn't have done what he would have done if he would have known that he was gonna get shot and then smothered in a hospital bed.
not a lot of people know that, Tay.
You get what I'm saying?
People think he died from being shot,
No,
but
No, he was
Nah.
he was suffocated in a hospital bed by the CIA. It's already been established. That is the truth. That's not a rumor. It's the truth. But I say all that to say, this is when it comes to black folk and Sensei, back me up on this if I'm tripping. When it comes to black folk, we love to talk about what's keeping us down, but nobody has came up with a fucking idea how to pull each other up. Niggas want to stunt on the next nigga instead of fucking looking at the next nigga and being like, you got a talent that we can use, that'll build us up. You got a talent that we can use that'll build us up.
Black people don't look at it like that, because then if you see a person with a talent, then that's when it comes. The hating part of it is, oh well, shit, I could have done that. Well, shit, I can do that right.
Yeah.
What makes him so goddamn special? Instead of
being I can do that better.
Instead of being like, hey, bro, you know you real talented, bro. Like, you might think about the next step. What do you think about doing this? Instead of think about doing that, you want to think about this nigga. Look at this nigga here trying to show off in front of people and do shit like that.
Let's like Sensei got a point. Look at how nobody embraced cooking with Kaya. A young black female that's out here making plates and shit and twerking. Granted, I don't agree with the twerking part, but I see why she did it. She could have said,
that's kind of left now.
It's marketing. A lot of females do this shit.
Nobody walked up to this young lady and said, "Hey, let's get you a cookbook." You know what they said? Fuck that bitch. What did she do to you?
Nothing.
What did she do to you? You're not trying.
You know what they was mad about? Their boyfriends was watching the shit, or their husbands was watching the shit. That's really what you know.
So once again, I say, if you don't want your man shopping at a market, cook for him at home. Let's keep this shit. Let's keep this shit a fucking band. Let's keep this shit a fucking band here, because it's so it like I said, you have to come up with a plan to pull each other up.
So can we all agree that we need to bring and I feel like I don't even need to ask this, but we need to express this to the people though. I feel like basically what you saying, Tay, we need to bring 2-parent, 1 household back. That shit has gotten
that shit hard though. Coming from a person who put in a situation, bro, that shit hard. I used to think like that too. I used to think like, yo, I want my kids to grow up in a 2-parent household. That shit is hard though, because everybody got flaws and differences. And my thing is, what if I can't take your flaws, or you can't take my flaws? We don't have kids, or as we started growing up, we started taking 2 different paths. My path's taking me left, and your path's taking me right. So are we supposed to sit there in misery for the kids? Like, we love our kids, but our kids supposed to see us battling back and forth, like in the great, like I can't agree with that. At first, I could. Years ago, I could believe in a 2-parent household, but I can't believe in a 2-parent household right now. Would I like to be in a 2-parent household? Of course, but sometimes life doesn't play that card.
No, that's a fact. But see, this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying go ahead.
I'm about to just say we just gotta basically, and you're right, Sensei, because life can throw a fucking left turn at you at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? You can be happy with somebody, all in love, and shit can just go left for whatever reason, right? But all I'm saying, what I mean by that is, I'm just saying we have to, as a whole, it's too many broken homes. It needs to be evened out, is what I'm saying.
So
shit just not gonna work out. But some people be ready to just, they out here just fucking having babies, and they know they don't see no future with the person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We can't do that.
I get what you're saying, and I'm not going to say, no, we don't need to bring back 2-parent homes. We need to bring back villages. Villages. Because in a village, you naturally establish a hierarchy. The big mamas, you know what I mean? You the granddaddy who the old wise man, you know what I mean? You know, in a village, you can truly be shunned for doing some bullshit. You don't want to be shunned in a village because that means you're gonna have to go out here and find a new village, and that new village ain't nothing like the old village. You know what I'm saying? We need to establish a village. Damn a 2-parent household, because once again, that's a European mindset. King, queen, prince, princess. No. We need to establish a village, we need to establish a council, and we need to establish a true understanding that this is for us. It's not, oh, well, maybe these people can help. No, we don't need their fucking help. Let's do it this way. You get what I'm saying? This is the way that we chose to do it. We chose this. No, they didn't choose this for us, because the truth of the matter is, people think freedom comes with a everlasting peace. No. They'll tell you anything in this world that's worth having is worth. You going to have to fight for that bitch day in and day out. Another thing I was thinking, TPG, if I'm being completely honest, another thing I think that should happen is, if you get married to a motherfucker and y'all have a ceremony, if you about to have a divorce, you got to invite every last person back, and y'all got to have a divorce ceremony. Y'all gotta have a divorce ceremony.
Well, shit, hey, more people be celebrating their divorces now. I feel like that's a thing now.
No. You gotta have a divorce ceremony. In other words, you gotta stand before God and say, we did not work. We are breaking our vows.
But I'm be real. If we get married, I ain't shit. I mean, I'm not getting married in the traditional sense anyway. But let's just say I did. I'm not signing the goddamn thing. If we write any type of vows and go before any type of God and anything like that, this is supposed to be a whole spiritual thing going on. And we go through with it. It ain't no breaking up. Ain't no divorce. That shit out the way. And that's gonna be in my vows. Nigga, I'm gonna write a contract. Fuck vows. I'm gonna write a contract. This is what I require. This is what I will provide. If you agree to these terms, you feel me? So we good. But we not breaking up. That's in the contract. That's in the contract.
It's in the contract, but just because it's in the contract, that doesn't mean that shit has to be fulfilled. So if they be like, yeah, I can do it, and they fail to do what's on the contract, then you put yourself in a predicament or a situation where you're settling for somebody because they're not doing what you told them to do, but you told them that they're not going to break up. So what you're settling right now.
Check this though.
Hold on, TPT. And I bet 90% of the chances you're not going to be happy, because at the end of the day, you wanted this right here, but you're getting this right here. You asked for a damn Charger, but they gave you a goddamn Dodge Neon, and you got to ride around that fucking Dodge Neon now when you were supposed to get a goddamn Charger. You're not going to be happy in that goddamn Dodge Neon.
Hell no.
Exactly. So you're going to be like, I want more.
Listen. But this is why I'm saying, no, I feel that. That's 1,000%. Because like I said, bro, life can take whatever type of turns. You don't know. But all I'm saying is, this is why I'm not getting married in the traditional sense. So therefore, I'm not getting married before the state. Okay, so if she don't live up to the contract, I walk away. I don't got to go through no legal mess, no court, no none of that. You feel me? I walk away.
Y'all not breaking up though.
I mean, listen. Hey, if I thought I had a goddess and she end up being an unstable creature, I mean, shit.
You can't leave.
Man, nah, hell no. Well, listen. If I don't leave, she gonna leave me, cause I'm. You ain't never last. You ain't. Cause listen. Yeah. Shit, if I don't leave, she gonna leave me, because if I'm not happy, baby, you gonna have to leave me, because if I'm not happy with you, then that means I'm gonna have to go make myself happy with self. Niggas eat shit. Listen though. I'm gonna have to heal self first, right? Heal self first from whatever we going through, and then after that, I move on fast. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. I'm not once I'm over that energy, it's on to the next with me. So if I don't leave you, you gonna leave me. So either way, it's gonna result to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to, like you said, you thinking you're getting something, and then it turns out to be something else that you did not sign up for. I am not about to bind my soul to that, nor am I going to deal with that on a daily basis where my peace is no longer home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Fuck that contract. It is what it is. It is what it is. I tried to do shit the right way, like we were saying earlier. I held my vows. I stuck to my contract, nigga. So if you don't stick with it, then it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to put myself through that.
I feel you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's take a little quick commercial break because this is a good episode. Hold on. All right. So
Peace, y'all.
yeah, true peace. You know, throw the piece up. You know what I mean? Peace up. So let me ask you a question. TPG. Let me ask you a question. So to you, if we had to make a structure, where would you start with your structure? And Sensei, this go for you too. Would you start with the young kids? Would you start with the mothers, or would you start with the fathers?
With me, I'm gonna start with the fathers. Cause at the end of the cause always growing up, I was always told that, you know, the men run the house. So you gotta start with the fathers. So like you were saying earlier, with the fathers, you make sure that they're straight so that they can put structure and stuff into their wives, which will put structure into the kids.
Okay. I feel like it's no wrong answer though, y'all. It's just, yeah, I don't feel like it's no wrong answer because I definitely agree with that. The father or the masculine energy is definitely the provider, the protector, the you know what I'm saying, the man in the house, all that. You know what I'm saying. So you set the tone, you set the vibration in your household. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. So I'm gonna say there is no wrong answer because everybody is. I'm gonna throw you know what I'm saying, like a little analogy in there. Um, the dishwasher, like in a restaurant, the dishwasher is just as important as the cooks. You know what I'm saying? The waitresses, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, the servers, they're just as important as anybody else. Everybody is on the same playing field because without one doing their job properly, the whole chain of command falls. You know what I'm saying? Some shit gonna stop and it's not working. Everybody want to look at being a dishwasher as some low level shit, but guess what? If them dishes is not clean, then you don't have no food to put on nothing. So you can't get it to the customers. You know what I'm saying? So
We can all agree.
everybody want to look at the dishwasher as some low level shit, but it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure they paying you your bread though. But yeah.
But then in that situation, then in your situation, in the analogy you just said, the manager would be the higher up because the manager had to start with the manager to make sure that the manager gets the right people to trickle down the line. And like you said, there was no wrong answer. I mean, and I'm not saying like, oh yeah, well, yes it is. That answer is wrong. But my thing at the end of the day is, if it has to start with the father, because if a child see the mother putting in all of the work and the father not doing nothing, it's going to cause the boys to feel like, you know what? I can be lazy and be a bum ass nigga and let my mom and find a girl who's going to take over and do everything. So that raises up that raises that child up to think he can be a bum and be lazy. And then that'll teach the women, oh, all men are lazy, so I can go out here and work by myself, which is hard. And then it'll put them in a situation where we're dealing with now. Oh, I don't need no nigga. I can do it by myself. This, that, and the third. You feel me? That's why I say I feel like the father should be the one to take charge, because at the end of the day, it shows daughters like, hey, a man is supposed to go out there, bust his ass, and provide for his family. Make sure when you go get a man or somebody of that nature, they can provide for you and make sure that you and the kids are good.
No, that's the fact. I agree. But see, that's why I say, because then I can spin that, right, and say that maybe the focus point should be more of the children, because they are the upcoming generations, right? And yeah, the father is important. They need great structure around them, right? But let's be real. It's only a certain amount of I mean, I can't really put no ratio out there, because I do see a lot more black fathers coming into their children's lives, but there has been a lot of our people out there who has been absent as a father also.
No.
So
we gotta stop with this our people thing, man. They not you. They're not you. They're not an extension of you. No.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, look, we all connected.
No.
But you know, certain niggas is an exception to the rule for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, everybody is not going to make it to the other side, man. They're not, because they refuse to operate a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And we have free will. We can do whatever the hell we want to do on here. And that's the whole thing. Like, that's why I say I don't never want to attack nobody's belief system, but religion restricts you in a lot of ways, because everybody is so scared of dying and going to hell. Like, you have to see the war tactic with that shit, man. They told you Satan was casted down here when he went against God. So, nigga, if you want to be technical, nigga, we're in hell right now, nigga. He is the ruler of all this shit, and that Bible told niggas that. So what the fuck are you scared for? We thriving in this bitch right now. We in this bitch chilling right now. We go through our shit, yes, because we're in hell. It's not. We have to create a heaven, our own peace here. We don't have to die to go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Heaven is wherever you make it. Heaven is when you have a clear, peaceful, calm mind, my nigga. That's your heaven. That's what heaven feels like. That's a little piece of heaven in the physical. When you don't have no worries, your mind is clear. You're at peace, quiet,
and
happy.
I asked that question. I asked that question for a reason, because I feel like when it comes to you said the father, and TPG, you said the kids, right?
Yeah.
I just heard. I think that's kids TV, but I feel like, bro, there shouldn't be no starting point. It's whoever we need to start with. Because if you start with a father and the father's good, but the kids are lacking, and you're still focusing on the father, you know what I mean? If you're focusing on the kids and the dad is fucked up, you know what I mean? You're still fucking up. We need to start with whoever we need to start with first. You get what I'm saying? And the person we need to start with is our fucking.
All points need help. I'm gonna be real. All categories need help.
We need to start with our fucking selves, because these goddamn and I say it like that because there's mothers out here who my baby daddy a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit too, sis. Just wanted you to fucking know that. You're a piece of shit too. You're a piece of shit too. You know what I mean? But nobody's calling you out on your bullshit, because everybody want to focus on the father's fuck ups. Or there's a dad out here saying my baby mama ain't shit. Bro, you're a piece of shit too. You're a true piece of shit too, bro. Let's keep this shit a fucking buck. You ain't doing everything you need to do. You know what I mean? Same thing for these kids. You know, oh, my parents ain't never loved me. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Your parents, once again, you come from a 2-parent household. You come from a 2-parent household. Both of your parents got great jobs, and you out here trying to sell dope. For what?
Boy, I know. Man,
You know what I'm
listen.
saying? Like,
I know some niggas, boy.
bro. I'm saying we got to start with our fucking selves and realize none of us are fucking perfect. So we got to start with the motherfucker in the room who needs help the most. Be completely transparent with each other as a family, because a lot of families that's not transparent, which cause a lot of fucking grief. If you know your uncle fucked up in here, not here touching kids, get Unc the fuck out of here. Grandma, don't try to save that nigga. If you know
Yeah.
here, excuse me. If you know Auntie out here doing fucking drugs and shit, get Auntie some help. Don't be sitting there making fun of her kids. You know what I mean? If you know, if you got an auntie out here, or if your mom out here working eight fucking jobs, and your uncle can put her on at a job that'll cover those 8 jobs, why the fuck ain't you covering her? Oh, because you want to stun on her. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that. Everything I'm saying goes back to being a village, and as a village, you pull each other up as a village because we all have units. In my family, like it's crazy. In my family, we got family lawyers. We got family lawyers for our children. So,
Mm.
before I react on my kids, I gotta go consult with their lawyer, which is my sibling, because my sibling know
That's
my children.
crazy.
But it works. My sibling know my children, but my sibling also know me too. So that it strengthens the bond between nephew and uncle, or nephew or niece and auntie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're building your village. You're building your village to where everybody can go communicate. Because where me and my son might not see eye to eye, my son and his auntie might. My son my son and his uncle might. And then his uncle will come back and talk to me and be like, look, bro, this time I'm rapping to you because I grew up with you, but he talks to me. So I'm telling him this, and I'm going to tell you this, and y'all meet in the middle. You still have the last say so to do whatever the fuck you want to do. But at the end of the day, this is what was communicated to me. Oh, well, I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. Of course he didn't tell you that. But now I'm telling it to you. And I'm telling it to you as your brother who loves you. Or I'm telling it to you as your sister who loves you. You see what I'm saying? So now
Right.
everybody's coming from a place of understanding of love, but that discipline is going to be given through love. It's not going to be given through anger. It's not going to be given through misunderstanding. It's going to be given through love. That's how our family handle things. And when I tell you, like we've taken a hit. We have taken a hit, and we've taken some pretty devastating hits. But it only made us stronger. There's some families who don't come back from taking a hit. There's some families that once shit goes down, them niggas don't talk to each other no more. It's fuck you. Fuck you. You hurt my feelings. Fuck, and it trickles down to the kids. Fuck you, fuck your kids and shit like that. So now you got family members, or the whole village is burning, and everybody's only trying to put water on their shit to keep it from burning. But the village around you is burning. You're no longer going to have that support system.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's what I be saying.
And I forgot who said the quote, man, but basically, it's something that stuck with me, because it's like, Tay, just how you just said a little while ago, like it's like, if we want to change the world, we got to change ourselves first. Every individual has to, put a hand in changing the whole, changing the world as a whole.
And
We got to change ourselves. We got to change the way we think and how we move.
some people, and the thing is, sometimes some people just don't have that peace. Not and this is and let me tell you how you save the people who pieces don't match. You tell them that piece, we don't need that piece right now. Go workshop.
Yeah.
We don't need that piece right now. In other words, if you got Lil Rodney out here trying to shoot and kill people, and he over here like, man, I'm trying to get like y'all. Okay, bro. So first things first, you got to work on you.
Yeah.
Put
You
that
got to
gun down.
heal.
Put that gun down. Pick up a book. Craziest thing is, people thought slaves called it the worst for not working. No, they called it the worst for reading. Reading. They called it the worst for reading, for trying to educate themselves. Imagine how fucking beautiful the community would be, or the culture would be, if the same way we know rap songs, we learned the law. The same way we were taught, the same way we were taught to do the Soldier Boy. We were all, we were taught that. We were taught that instead.
Learn math.
You get what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying about the whole programming thing. But what I'm saying is, okay.
I'm about to say it. Go back to the social engineering. They controlled the internet. They control and then they put us in these programming centers called schools, y'all. And I know everybody thinks like, oh well, we need to go to school to learn. Okay, cool.
It's to cut your creativity. It's to cut your creativity and put you on the same wavelength. Yes, that is true. So what I'm saying is make them commit to that. Make them commit to that. If that's really how you feel, stand on it. Stand on it. So when I say I'm going to do this with my child, understand that I don't agree with what you stand for. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't agree. But at the same time, you better make sure you got something to fucking fall back on or something to fucking grow from when you step away. Because it's too many people who are like us who choose to walk the fuck away, have nothing to fucking go to. Oh, I'm gonna get it, but fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I don't need it. Nigga, no. The whole point of winning a war is to plan. You have to plan for a war. That comes down to all facts and meanings of things. And the war is within your goddamn self. Don't fucking crash out. Don't fucking sell yourself short. If you don't like the game, don't change the game, nigga. Don't change the game. Learn the rules. I always tell my kids all the fucking time. I say, look, the smartest motherfucker in the room is the motherfucker that's cheating and getting away with it. That's the smartest motherfucker in the room.
Because he didn't learn how to do it and got away with it.
He knows exactly. He knows the rules so fucking good that he does not need to abide by them. He just simply needs to know it.
Damn, that's good.
Smart. That's smart.
That's good.
Sitting here thinking about all this shit right here, though. We talk about how changing the world and shit right here.
Don't change the world.
No. The world can be changed. The world can be changed. If, like I said, if Black African Americans learn, like you said, they doing the Soldier Boy and doing all that shit. If they put that shit into academics, bro, this world will be changed too. Because tell me how many people, and this I always tell people. You tell me who can beat a man who's 6'9", 6'10", education on top 10, and he run a 4.3. Who can beat that man?
Nobody. And I'm glad you brought that up. But at the end of the day, why does it have to come down to your physical feats? Because combines ain't nothing but they ain't nothing.
I'm not talking about combines, but I'm talking about the way African Americans are built.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
we warriors, man.
So
warriors.
So let me say it like this too. I'm gonna add something to what you said, Sensei. A man that's six, you said 6'10", 284, runs a 4.9. Yeah, you like, how would they stop him? You want me to say how they would stop him? They would throw a piece of pussy in his face. That's what I'm saying about knowing yourself, but also we got.
That's what I said. As long as he educated himself and was on the right path, nobody could stop that man.
That's very true. That's very true. But we cannot deny the fact that he is human. He is a man. You get what I'm saying? Sure. How many times have lust and pleasures have made us take turns that we really
never.
That boy, you
never. Come on now. Because listen, I done did some dumb stuff for a female. I ain't gonna lie, and not a lot, but
when it comes to pleasure,
definitely as a kid, for sure.
When it comes to pleasure, discreetness is a hell of a goddamn drug. In other words, when you sitting there talking to some girl or you sitting there kikiing with some girl, as long as people don't know that y'all kikiing, it seems a little bit more spicy. You see what I'm saying? It seems a little bit. It seems to drive the wheel a little more. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, if you have a village behind that 6'10", 280, running a 4'9" man, can't nobody come up against him because he's protected by a village. He's protected by the elder. He's protected. You know what I mean? Like you knew it. You knew when you stepped into. Okay, we watch anime Naruto. Once the village got behind that nigga started doing wonderful shit. Let's keep it hot. Let's keep it hot.
Now, see, I'm not that in tune with Naruto though. I know a little bit, but
Well, who?
the point though, not Naruto.
But nah,
That's how you say it, right?
yeah, but I'm just saying, man, like we need to bring the village system back. And I'm not talking about don't look to be the chief. You know what I mean? The chief should be somebody who hearts beat for themselves. You should not have a leader who hearts beat for everybody, because that means that when that heart gives the fuck out, nobody there was nothing left for the person that there was nothing left for the person that actually needed the heart. If you want,
I feel like we should all be the chief. I feel like how like
no.
Everybody can't be a chief, bro. Some people gotta have warriors, boys. Everybody can't be a chief.
Because if everybody's the chief, if everybody is the chief, this is real shit, TPG.
They're gonna feel this is what they say go. No matter
if
what
everybody's the chief, you're gonna cause a dysfunction. Because who am I to check you if I'm a chief and you're a chief? You don't check me. You don't fucking check me. No. What we need is a chief, and a chief that is a person who hearts beat for themselves. In other words, what I say has to be this way. It's not because of me. It's because I'm thinking about all of us.
no, for sure.
We
definitely need structure. So if we can find somebody that's like on that type of leadership level, for sure. But what I mean by all of us being a chief is like a mindset, like how I wouldn't want to like say like how we a group, how we a family, right? But let's put this in like a rapper mentality or a rapper, you know what I'm saying? We a rap group. Or I'm a rapper, y'all my people that I have around me, y'all my entourage. I wouldn't want to be the richest person in the group. Because now when I have to think for all of us, right? But if all of us got money in our pocket, all of us is bosses, all of us got our own motion, all of us got our own things going on, we gonna think different. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is like we govern ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If there's some type of dysfunction, some type of accident, some type of whatever in the village, right? We come together and have a meeting, and we have a vote. You know what I'm saying? Where the majority rules, whatever situation it is, and we agree to banish this person or to shame this person or you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Then we go and we vote as a village. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just it being one person, because like I said, y'all, you feel me? Like the same way you would say if we all chiefs, somebody would had a mentality like, okay, I'm a boss too, so you can't check me, right? But would that not be the same thing? Would not somebody get jealous and be like, oh, well, why the hell is that person the chief? Why it ain't me? Why it ain't my homeboy over here who is a great leader too? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like we basically have to get back into a mindset of unity where we're not jealous, we're not envious and things of those natures. You know what I'm saying? We have to get back to unity consciousness. Unity consciousness, not us just being together as one, but us all being in the same frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? To the point where we don't need to be jealous of one another. We're not in competition with one another. You know what I'm saying? Because we all understand that we are all somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to call yourself a god, because we are gods. We are gods. And this is genetically speaking. All right. And even if you want to put it in a religious standpoint, if you are a child of God, if your father is black, are you not a black man? If your father is white, are you not a white man?
That's what they say.
So what I'm saying is, how are you a child of God and you're a regular human being? I think people get it confused because we have been separated from our powers, y'all. We have been separated from that shit. So this is why people think that they're just a regular human being, because you're not picking up houses, you're not fucking floating through walls and shit like that. Like, we have to change the mindset of it's a genetic thing, y'all. But anciently, we could do all the shit that you see in these Marvel movies, bro. These I ain't even gonna go into that right now. But you need a soul to create. These are soulless beings that's in Hollywood creating all these movies we like to watch. Okay. So they had to replicate the idea of where they're getting these superhero powers from. Nigga, they're getting it from us. All that Greek mythology shit, niggas flying and all that other shit, nigga, that is what they were witnessing us do. All that Greek mythology, religion is the story of the white man, or it's our story from the white man's perspective.
Okay.
So it's some trickery and some shit missing in there, but the Bible is facts, though. The story of Jesus is facts, but Jesus is the whitewashed person. If niggas gonna believe in Jesus, then start calling him the correct thing. His name is Yahweh. Jesus is the white man. So again, how you believe in something and niggas ain't even calling that man name right. And they say, oh, well, my Jesus ain't white. My Jesus is black. Well, why the fuck are you still saying Jesus then? Because
This guy knows his shit.
Jesus is the white man. If you gonna say you believe in the ancestor that Jesus was based off of, he was not meant to be praised, y'all. There's been many, many different messengers that's come down here with the story of Jesus. Nigga, they are waking the planet up. They're telling us our true capabilities, which is why these people get crucified, jailed, and assassinated, nigga. Because they do not want us to rise. Why? Because we are gods, fam. And the moment we take our power back, we gonna see that. We just had the biggest solar flare of the year of 2025, May 14th. Nigga, I've had a headache, had pressure built up in my forehead, which is where your pineal gland is, nigga, for a whole week straight, fam. Whole week straight. I'm sniffling this shit. I'm going through a real cosmic sickness right now, fam. Real shit. We are getting upgraded. So at a certain point, my nigga, you gonna start to see the power that you have. I know it sounds crazy, fam, but at a certain point, bro, niggas is gonna see the where they get these superhero ideas from, fam, in our lifetime.
You mentioned something about a video. So, and you told us about this video before the camera started rolling, because we want to get into this video about this crazy shit. By the way, if the video look a little different to y'all, it's because we don't own the copyrights to this video, so we had to do some augmentation of the video itself. But anyway, this is the video that you told us about, because there's no way, like you said, they just putting it out here. These soulless beings are just putting it out here for us at this point, because this shit's look crazy. I know for damn sure I don't plan on going back to this place. And Sensei, are you gonna go back to this place? I'm damn sure not going back to this place. But here's the video, man. Ain't no fucking way. Did it play? Was it playing?
It was playing a little bit, but it cut off.
Oh no, that was my fault.
It didn't play the whole thing.
No, that was my fault. Okay, here's the video. Is y'all screen just black?
No, it's playing through.
It's not playing.
Yeah.
It wasn't playing on my end.
It's playing through on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, it was playing.
Okay. Anywho, how far did they get in the video?
They was just getting ready to walk to the lake.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna keep this video back up because once again it is crazy. By the way, y'all, I can't see the video. I don't know what's going on my end, but I can't see the video. So when it's over, just give me a sign I can see y'all in the box. All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man.
Now, like I said, video has been augmented to change certain things, so it's not. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, bruh, how more obvious can they be about certain shit?
Man,
If
listen.
you already know the game is stacked against you, if you already know the game stacked against you, why you not cheating? You get what I'm saying? Why you not? Why you still trying to play the game? If you already know it's stacked against you, why are you not cheating?
Listen, I've been trying.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not plan on going to eat back at that motherfucker again. They don't.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And their wings don't be that good neither, because them bitches always broke. But nah.
Like it's just something. It's just something about seeing a person getting dumped. You know what I mean?
Gravy and coming out of chicken strip, boy.
Coming out of chicken strip.
Chicken strip.
No, bro. No.
But listen, this type of stuff, y'all, listen, no lie. This type of stuff needs to be shown to the people though. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. KFC is not the only one, y'all.
Wait, you can't say the name. You can't say the name.
Oh, my bad. But listen, that place is not the only one. I'll listen. I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. All right, a lot of people come up missing every year. This trafficking mess that has been going on, but has been like in the limelight, in the spotlight over the past years or whatever, and has become like a real threat, and that we are aware of. aware of. Um, Yeah, a lot of people go missing, y'all, and they have no traces. They don't convict nobody. No, none of that. All right,
That's because they
and
in season with 5 herbs and 6 spices.
I'm trying to, but listen, I'm trying to tell you, they do not produce enough meat. You got to think. McDonald's has on their sign they serve
Same name.
billions and billions of people.
Same names.
Y'all, oh well, damn, my bad. But I listen. That particular sign says they have served millions, billions, and billions of people. Okay, so
But
that means
now that you said that,
they
what
do not make enough meat to produce to feed everybody that's eating fast food every day. They do not.
okay, but this is what I'm saying.
So where is that shit coming from?
You just said it. You just said it. You said they did what to billions of people, billions of people?
They serve.
They serve billions and billions of people.
And you can't go to jail because they done told you they served.
They serve billions and billions of people.
Trickery.
You know what I mean? That's just like if I walk through a door and I tell you my name is nobody, and the next person that comes through that door, they come looking for Tay. You say no Tay was here, nobody came here. So when they hit the door, they're like, "Is Tay here?" No, there's no Tay here. Nobody is here. You see what I'm saying? Like, right?
Listen. What did I say earlier? I told y'all the English language is trickery. I'm trying to tell you, it's
double
man.
entendre. Double entendre at its finest.
There you go. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. There you go.
Now you telling me when I go into one spot, I gotta say, hey, can I get that food right there with no cats and dogs, please? And then now I got that because I'm not going back to that place and be like, hey, is this real chicken or y'all got peoples in it?
Listen, I'm gonna be real, y'all. It's not just that one place though. Cause listen, you gotta think now. Have we not like think about okay, I'm from Southern Pines, right? I'm from Aberdeen, but Southern Pines, Moore County, it's all the same thing.
I'm from Egypt.
A big thing was to go to cookout back in the day when we was kids. Everybody would meet up there, eat it, go to lunch. God damn, my bad. I keep forgetting. My bad. But if I don't say the name, niggas not gonna know what I'm talking about. But
the burger chain. A popular burger.
There you go. Y'all know. If you went to Pinecrest, y'all know. Right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
The place with the 40 shakes, bro. That's it.
There you go. Right? That place. There was a thing to always eat there, right? And we loved it. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, bro, any fast food, it does not taste the same, bro. You can't say you buy it and you enjoy it. No, nigga, you hungry, you stop and you eat it and you deal with it at this point. You're not eating fast food for the enjoyment. There's no way.
It fuck your stomach up so bad now.
All food kind of fuck your stomach up, but
they switch something up. That's all I'm gonna say. They switch something up, fam. That's and I mean who knows how long this been going on, y'all? Who knows? They just now coming out and being bold with it with this certain company. But come on, y'all. Like, who knows how long this been going on? Who knows? We you know. So just be when you partaking in chicken and these boneless wings and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Because for that whole cat and dog reason, I don't eat Chinese food no more. I don't eat meat no more. Period. But since that whole thing, I don't eat Chinese food no more, fam. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Well,
and it be good as hell. That's the bad part. It tastes good.
Promise. I ain't getting rid of no Chinese food. I'm sorry. That'd be the best goddamn cat and dog I ever ate in my life.
Let me ask you a question though.
You can judge me. I don't give two flying fucks. To me and Chinese the best fucking food.
Y'all ever seen them? You ever seen like them chicken legs with the hair on it and shit, or the chicken thighs and shit? They like, oh, those are feathers. I'm like, nigga, I got perfect vision. That is not a fucking feather, bitch. That's hair. That's hair.
Yeah.
No, I seen the one that had like feathers on it, like real feathers, but I ain't never seen no without no
it'd be like little black hairs on it, bro. And I promise you,
the black hairs is crazy.
Like, you ever been? Hold on, let me see if I can find that shit. See if I can find that shit.
Cause I done seen a few little wings. Like, you go to a restaurant, maybe one of the wings got a little feathers on it or whatever, but
yeah, like
I would trust that.
But
I would trust that.
I know that's a chicken. Them chicken feathers.
You feel me? That's all right. I would trust that,
but hair, I ain't never seen that with no hair on it though. Cause I'm not,
man, black hair. Fuck that. Chickens don't even, man.
No, I said the same shit too. I said the same shit too. But when I tell y'all that this is the shit that I'm talking about, I mean it. And I was like, bro, ain't no way this shit real.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we gotta be careful, man. Cause stuff is definitely getting wicked out here. So if you don't want to, because stop eating meat was more like a calling for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
check the group chat. Check the group chat. It won't let me put it up here. For some reason, it's not letting me put it up here. Check the group chat.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's her, baby. That's hair worms. And that's hair.
Now, I'm not the smartest nigga in the world.
But damn dumbest. That's hair, baby.
But I know what hair look like. And when I tell you, I was told that, oh, that's just the filament from where the feathers were first sprout out at. I said,
Nah.
No offense, I thought the same thing. I was like, bro, that's where the feathers was at and they were burnt or some shit like that.
Nah.
That's her.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And not to disclose too much information. But the work that I do, nah. You may catch some feathers here and there, but they really supposed to take that shit off. They're not supposed to serve it like that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever though. But that chicken don't have black hairs like that. Like, I've worked at plants before. I worked at a chicken plant before. Chickens don't have black hair like that at all. Like, hell no. I don't know what the fuck that was. That's crazy.
Somebody chin.
And if they fried that shit up and ate that shit, whoever, that is crazy work, man. Like, and that's what I kind of mean though. Like, it's to the point now, y'all, where I feel like I'm glad they put stuff like that in commercials. I'm glad. So when you watch that shit, man, shit. Hey.
You hear me, TPG?
What'd you say, Sensei?
Your boy Tay fried it up and served it, bro.
Use a goddamn lie. Use a goddamn lie.
Oh no, damn! You took that picture?
Use a goddamn lie. Straight to the trash, nigga. Straight to the trash.
Damn.
That shit wild though. Hell no, bro.
You see that? You see
Damn.
that chicken?
bro.
That's a piece of a thigh right there, boy. Human. Nah, I ain't can't say no thigh, but I don't know what the fuck that is, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but see, have y'all heard about? Y'all know how lamb chops and stuff like that have been popular. Um,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of places they be they'll cook like it's not chicken, it's some type of other meat, but it's not lamb though. You know what I'm saying? And but they'll just cook it a certain way and serve it as lamb so they can chop up the prices on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we not in these kitchens, fam, so we don't know. When you go out to eat, shit, you feel me? You the customer. So you don't know what the hell going on in that kitchen. You don't know where they getting their product from.
I'm just
We don't know.
okay. So once again, I say now more than ever because we reaching our time. I say this now more than ever, nigga. It's time. It's time to do a village because in a village you got what? You got people who tend to the livestock. You get what I'm saying? People who feed the chickens, people who milk the cows, all that stuff. Like it's a reason. It's
Yeah.
a reason. It's a reason why there's a lot. It's a reason why other people are farmers. You get what I'm saying? Like they raise their own shit. They go out there and hunt their own shit
But they don't want hair in their chicken, bro.
because they don't want hair on their chicken. And to the people watching this, if you want to know about the hair on the chicken, you just hit me up and I'll send you the photo. Because there ain't no way you're not going to tell me that's feathers. Them are not feathers at all.
No, that's hair, baby.
No.
That's hair.
No.
That is hair. That's hair. That's hair.
It look like I just got me a haircut and that's the damn sprinkles coming off of it.
That look like some of these niggas' baby mama stubble around their chin. That's what.
Oh.
So, but yeah.
Yo.
So in so what's our conclusion here? Is TPG? What's our conclusion?
I'm gonna say if you didn't take anything away from this episode, if you don't take anything away from anything, like I feel like every episode, whether it's Manifesto, like showcase, whatever, like we it's always some gems dropped in there. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't take away from anything we said tonight, take this and run with it. Listen, always have an open mind to receive new information. And what's the saying? What's the saying? Believe half of what you hear, nothing of what you see. I don't know if I'm quoting that correctly, but it's something like that. Like, listen, basically what I'm trying to say
I
is,
don't think you did, but it sound good. It sound good.
yeah, listen, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Have an open mind and don't trust nothing out here because this world is being ran by people who have always been liars. They've always been manipulators, users, abusers, all that, the whole nine, even more. But I ain't even gonna go in. But just make sure you love on self and love on your people, man. And we gonna be all right. It's rough, a lot of stuff going on, but in the end, y'all, we are going to be all right. So keep fighting, and you know what I'm saying. Just keep fighting, man. Keep fighting, and don't ever give up.
And Tory Lanez, man. Tory Lanez, special shout out to Tory Lanez, man.
Yes, my boy.
You know what I
Shout
mean?
out, man. Free Tory, man.
Free Tory, man. Like, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be our next episode because we got to dive into that because it's a nice little pattern that's going on, especially when it comes to artists who
Yeah.
We'll be
it's
bullshitting. I'm gonna say this right here. That next album he dropped finna be fire.
I swear it's gonna be, but yeah, our next episode we're gonna be talking about patterns, because a lot of people don't realize the type of pattern they stuck in because they're inside the pattern, so
Fact.
that understanding of a pattern, that's what we can call it, right? Do I got permission to say that on your show?
Hell yeah, of course.
You know, I always try to give respect to everybody's shows and whatnot. So yeah, we're definitely that's gonna be our next episode, understanding the patterns. Uh, so do you want us to do a gym drop or how you want us to do this thing, my boy?
Yeah, nah, for sure. I feel like that's always a way to conclude things. Definitely give the people something. Um, like I said, give them a piece of knowledge that they can run with that can help them in their everyday life. You feel me? For sure.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my gym first. My gym is gonna be if you cannot see the destination, then trust the steps. If you cannot see the destination, trust the steps. And if the steps don't line up to you, there's nothing wrong with backtracking and making new steps. But understand this, there is not going to come a time where each step will be as easier as the last. It's okay to start over. What it's not okay to do is give up. And trust me, it pays off to start over. I'm Tater Bear, and I'm out.
I'm gonna keep mine sweet, simple, and to the point. It's 7 letters, 1 word. Village. Go find one, or commit to start building one. It's Kwame Sensei, and he out.
Hey, and I definitely agree with both of those points, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a piggyback off that. Unity is the way. I say the same thing every time, man. We not unifying because we don't have enough love in our heart. We need to heal. We need to balance ourselves out. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. I get that. It'd be a lot of stuff going on in our day-to-day lives. I get all that. But just the same way that you find time for fun and to do whatever that you like to do, you need to find time to heal. You need to find time to invest in yourself. All right. Free your mind from all of these distractions and all these low vibrational things that do not serve you any purpose in your life. All right. Detach, distance yourself from anything that is not pushing you to be the highest version of yourself. All right. And always speak highly of yourself and everything that's around you. All right. So peace, love, and light, y'all. And this is another episode of Manifesto here at Hood Academy 910. We love y'all and always operate out of peace and love, man. And I'm telling you, that'll carry you to where you need to be. I promise you. Peace.